but on the features you need. Odoo has no hidden costs and no limit on features or data. Odoo has over 60 apps available for any needs your business might have, all at no additional charge. Everything from websites to sales to inventory to accounting, all linked and talking to each other. Check out Odoo at odoo.com. That's odoo.com.
Greetings from my bath, festive friends. The holidays are overwhelming, but I'm tackling this season with PayPal and making the most of my money. Getting 5% cash back when I pay in 4. No fees, no interest. I used it to get this portable spa with jets. Now the bubbles can cling to my sculpted but pruny body. Make the most of your money this holiday with PayPal. Save the offer in the app.
Ends 12/31. See paypal.com/promo terms. Points can be redeemed for cash and more. Paying for subject to terms of approval. PayPal Inc. and MLS 910457.
Does anything go better than Lego and Star Wars? I don't think so. Kids will love becoming a part of the galactic action while playing out their favorite adventures, like with Jango Fett's Starship. I mean, this Lego set is fantastic. It features a detailed recreation of Jango Fett's Starship with 4 stud shooters, a seismic charge dropping function, and wings that rotate with gravity. Plus, it has 3 minifigures, Jango Fett with 2 blasters and a jetpack, young Boba Fett, and Lama Su. Perfect for endless play. Now, for the big fans, there's Jango Fett's Fire Spray class starship from the Ultimate Collector Series. Packed with details and surprises for fans, this large-scale set is perfect for anyone hunting for a mindful building escape. Plus, you end up with a fantastic display piece. You can build this while your little ones build the kid set. You'll be like Jango and Boba building an adventure. Shop now for Star Wars Lego sets on Lego.com or in Lego retail stores.
This is an iHeart podcast. This is an iHeart podcast.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Wishing you a very happy half-off holiday because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. Mint is still premium, unlimited wireless for a great price. So, that means a half day. Yeah? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 GB, network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Time for a sofa upgrade? Introducing Anabay sofas, where designer style meets budget-friendly prices. Every Anabay sofa is modular, allowing you to rearrange your space effortlessly. Perfect for both small and large spaces, Anabay is the only machine-washable sofa inside and out. Say goodbye to stains and messes with liquid and stain-resistant fabrics that make cleaning easy. Liquid simply slide right off. Designed for custom comfort, our high-resilience foam lets you choose between a sink and feel or a supportive memory foam blend. Plus, our pet-friendly, stain-resistant fabrics ensure your sofa stays beautiful for years. Don't compromise quality for price. Visit washablesofas.com to upgrade your living space today. Sofas start at just $699 with no risk returns and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Get early access to Black Friday now. The biggest sale of the year can save you up to 60% off, plus free shipping and free returns. Shop now at washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
This Halloween season, there's only one place where thrills meet chills, and it's not your neighbor's haunted house. It's Solitaire Clash. That's Solitaire CLASH, where spooky fun and big wins collide. Crack the Halloween case files, uncover eerie surprises, and compete for real prizes. Whether you're in costume or just craving the scare, Solitaire Clash brings all the fun and the fright. Download Solitaire Clash, Solitaire CLASH in the App Store and Samsung Galaxy Store today. Don't ghost this chance to win.
I turned off news altogether.
I hate to say it, but I don't trust too much of anything.
It's the reach bait.
It feels like it's trying to divide people.
We got clear facts. Maybe we can calm down a little.
NBC News brings you clear reporting. Let's meet at the facts. Let's move forward from there. NBC News, reporting for America.
Author Christopher Lee Jones brings you Mars Mission 1, available on Amazon in a cliffhanging detective story. The first crew lands on the surface of Mars when a missile blows up a satellite, creating thousands of pieces of debris. That debris sailing along at thousands of miles per hour, destroying more satellites, creating more debris, causing a non-stop chain reaction. The dreaded Kessler effect has begun. Now available at Amazon, Mars Mission 1, Surviving the Kessler Effect.
Now here's a highlight from Coast to Coast AM on iHeartRadio.
And welcome back. George Norrie with you. John Kachuba with us, award-winning author, creative writing instructor at Ohio University. He has investigated more than 100 haunted locations around the world, a frequent speaker about the paranormal at conferences, libraries, and universities as well. His books include The Bottle Conjurer, Books 1 and 2, Shapeshifters, A History, and Ghost Hunters. John, welcome back. How have you been?
Hey, George. Good to hear from you. Yeah, I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, good. Looking forward to this. How did you get involved in investigating shapeshifters?
Well, I kind of grew out of my work with ghost hunting. My first couple of books were about ghosts primarily.
And I give a lot of public talks at libraries and universities and on shows like yours. I've been on your shows many times talking about ghosts. And what I noticed was that a lot of people in the audience would start asking me about other events that they were having or incidents, and they never sounded like ghost experiences. They sounded more like shapeshifters. So I started just looking into the research on that, and basically discovered that the shapeshifter character or shapeshifter types are ubiquitous. I mean, they appear in cultures all around the world and have from ancient times to today. And so, people talk about having experiences. There's newspaper reports about experiences with shapeshifters, and also it just kind of all started, like I said, out of the ghost experience. But it was an interesting side end. It was an interesting thing to write about, I'm sure.
What exactly, John, is a shapeshifter?
So when I talk about a shapeshifter, what I'm saying is that it is a person who has the ability to transform him or herself into something other than human. Usually it's an animal, but it could sometimes, in certain cultures, shapeshifters can shift into inanimate objects. Other cultures, you can shift into another person. So it's, and then you have the ability to transform that. So it's something basically under your will. Well, I also talk about shapeshifters, especially in mythology, who were cursed to be shapeshifters. It wasn't something they wanted or something they could control. So I kind of use the term in a broad spectrum way.
What creates the shapeshifter? How does it happen?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, again, I think if we're talking about some of the ancient stories like Greek and Roman mythology, it's that the gods have the ability to curse somebody and change them into whatever they want. And that poor person does not have the ability to transform themselves. But then when you look at later times, like getting up into the medieval era to today, the focus shifts on responsibility. And it seems like certain people, whatever have the ability, whether it's a magical ability or whether it's some natural biological ability, or perhaps they're aliens or whatever, that allows them to actually make that transformation on their own. How it happens, specifically, I don't know. We have a lot of good indications in movies. American Werewolf in London, watching that transformation was pretty horrendous. I don't think anybody would want to go through that voluntarily.
Would you say Dracula was a shapeshifter too?
So that's interesting, George, because the original Dracula in Bram Stoker's novel, it wasn't clear that he was shapeshifting, although at one point, Jonathan Harker, one of the main characters, looks out the window of Dracula's castle and sees Dracula sort of crawling down the castle wall outside. Now, how do you have that ability? This is something almost like a lizard. And at another point in Dracula, the novel, a bat appears to Lucy, and it's the indication is that it's probably Dracula. So, yeah, the classic Dracula was a shapeshifter, although it wasn't brought out as much as it is today in popular movies and novels about vampires that seem to shapeshift pretty routinely. So I think Bram Stoker started that, and it took, it sort of took life of its own with modern interpretations of vampires.
Is there a lot of interest, John, in shapeshifting?
I think so, and I think it's because the shapeshifter character kind of speaks to something universal in all of us, which is the desire for transformation. On a very simple scale. Some people, maybe a child, is unhappy because he doesn't feel like he's smart enough or strong enough than the other kids or something like that. So he has maybe a desire, wishing, boy, what if I had super strength, which would be like Superman? Or what if I could, change into something that would be more powerful, something out of me? So I think we all have a desire at times to want for transformation, to want for change, something better usually. So I think that's part of why the shapeshifter character is so popular, because it speaks to something, I think, within our own psyches, whether we act on that or not. I think it's there.
How many different kinds of shapeshifters are there? Many?
How many stars are there in the multiverse? That was the biggest surprise to me, George, when I was doing research for the book. I was in like 7 different countries and just doing a lot of research here in the U.S. and doing a lot of academic research. And what I found was that there were innumerable types of shapeshifters. Some cultures had hundreds. Japan, for instance, I don't know how many shapeshifters they have, but yeah. So I couldn't give you a number. There's literally hundreds. And if you went through my book, Shapeshifters: A History, if you actually looked, page by page, wrote down each different shapeshifter that you found in that book, you'd probably come across a couple hundred just in that one book.
Shapeshifting characters are in all cultures. Do you remember the TV show Tom Terrific?
I do. I love that.
He had a funnel on his head, an upside down funnel, but he was a shapeshifter.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm not sure, I always wondered about that funnel. Was that funnel that somehow gave him that power? I mean, why would you wear a funnel on your head,
I think it just was some kind of design on him, but he was able to shift into, he could have been a table, a chair, he was anything. And they always had his little face on whatever object he shifted into.
Right. So he was actually, when I mentioned Japan earlier, he was more typical of a Japanese shapeshifter, because in a lot of Japanese folklore and mythology, a lot of the shapeshifting is into inanimate objects rather than a person or animals. I mean, those are there too, but they are one of the more unusual cultures that have shapeshifters transforming into a table or a broom or a chair or something along those lines.
Did you know Tide has been upgraded to provide an even better clean in cold water? Tide is specifically designed to fight any stain you throw at it, even in cold. Butter? Yep. Chocolate ice cream? Sure thing. Barbecue sauce? Tide's got you covered. You don't need to use warm water. Additionally, Tide Pods let you confidently fight tough stains with new Coldzyme technology. Just remember, if it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide.
There's nothing like sinking into luxury. Anabe sofas combine ultimate comfort and design at an affordable price. Anabe has designed the only fully machine washable sofa from top to bottom. The stain-resistant performance fabric slipcovers and cloud-like frame duvet can go straight into your wash. Perfect for anyone with kids, pets, or anyone who loves an easy-to-clean, spotless sofa. With a modular design and changeable slipcovers, you can customize your sofa to fit any space and style. Whether you need a single chair, love seat, or a luxuriously large sectional, Anabe has you covered. Visit washablesofas.com to upgrade your home. Sofas start at just $699. And right now, get early access to Black Friday savings, up to 60% off store-wide with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Shop now at washablesofas.com. Add a little to your life. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
At the Ivywood Gala, guests twirl beneath crystal chandeliers. The clock strikes midnight, and glasses are raised in a glittering toast.
To Rose, the long-lost daughter of the royal family. May her return bring joy and light to us all.
A servant steps forward, delivering a bouquet of blood-red roses into Rose's hands. She smiles and lifts them to her face. Rose collapses, the bouquet still clutched in her hands. The crowd panics, screams and shouts echo across the room. Midnight's toast turned deadly. Among the glittering guests, the killer moves unseen. Who turned midnight into tragedy? The next clue awaits. Download Solitaire Clash, that's CLASH, today on the App Store or Samsung Galaxy Store and click on the Halloween case files. Do you dare to step into the shadows and uncover what isn't meant to be found? Only those with razor-sharp wits will uncover the truth. Crack the Halloween case files in Solitaire Clash, and the prize could be yours. Download Solitaire Clash today.
If you're looking for a gift that inspires confidence and adventure all year long, give them a Guardian bike. The #1 kids bike. Easiest to learn on, safest to ride. With USA-made kid-specific frames and patented safety technology, kids are learning to ride in just one day. No training wheels needed. Guardian is America's favorite kids bike and the New York Times and Wirecutter's top pick 3 years in a row. This holiday season, Guardian is offering up to 40% in savings on all bikes, plus $100 in free accessories. Shop now at GuardianBikes.com.
This is Jacob Goldstein from What's Your Problem? Business software is expensive. And when you buy software from lots of different companies, it's not only expensive, it gets confusing, slow to use, hard to integrate. Odoo solves that because all Odoo software is connected on a single affordable platform. Save money without missing out on the features you need. Odoo has no hidden costs and no limit on features or data. Odoo has over 60 apps available for any needs your business might have, all at no additional charge. Everything from websites to sales to inventory to accounting, all linked and talking to each other. Check out Odoo at odoo.com. That's odoo.com.
What is the difference, John, between an external and internal shapeshifter?
Yeah, that's a distinction, George, that I made in my book. And what I was trying to point out was that there are shapeshifters, like, for instance, the werewolf, a shape-shifting transformation that is evident. I mean, you can see that, right? You see a person literally change into something shaggy with claws and fangs and whatever. It turns into a wolf. So that's an external shapeshifter where you actually see a physical change. But I wrote about other types of shapeshifters. And again, the book is broad spectrum when I talk about shapeshifter. So the other ones that I talked about were shape-shifting transformations that were not evident to the eye. So, in other words, these were people who internally transformed or believed they transformed. Good example, I talk about werewolves again. During around the 17th century, it seemed like a plague of werewolves. So there were cases of people that were brought to trial and executed